this is Nisha Faye and welcome to my channel. This is where I talk about crimes that have happened in South Africa, from murder to kidnapping and everything in between. If you haven't yet, please do click that subscribe button and also click the bell icon so that you are notified as soon as I upload my next video. Alrighty, so today I'm going to be discussing cannibalism. Yeah. So I just want to start off by saying that it is not technically illegal to be a cannibal or to eat human flesh. There's no law that prohibits this. It is, however, illegal to be in possession of dismembered body parts, to mutilate a corpse, as well as murder, of course. Okay, so this happened in late 2017. Okay, let me set the scene for you. There's a police officer just going about his normal work, filing some papers, stamping some documents, eating KFC. In walks a man looking worse for wear, as well as looking a little mentally unstable because they are just talking to themselves as well as talking out of turn, and they keep on repeating, "Please, someone help me, I'm tired of eating human flesh." What? At first the police officer was thinking, like, what's this crazy person doing over here? Just like, shoo shoo, go now, go on your merry way. But this crazy person persisted, and after a while he takes out a human hand, puts it on the counter and says, "There we go." Not only does he take it out of a bag, but he takes it out of a pink school bag, and he says he also has a foot or a leg to match. So you're thinking to yourself, okay, Pete, come over here. Come. Do you think this is a mannequin's hand? Or do you think that this is a real person? Yep, that's a human hand. Sorry, we are going to have to lock you up. Come with me. So this crazy man that came in there screaming help, he would lead the police officers to his home, where he would show them the remains of the person whose hand and foot he was just carrying in his bag, just meh. They also found her intestines in a bucket on the floor, and they found a little pirang or a little cup type thing that had what looked to be an ear, as well as jaw. Now, the police were actually warned about this man prior to this incident. They said that they overheard that this guy was selling human flesh to people and insisting that they eat it. We'll get to that now. So this crazy man that brought a hand and a foot forward, his name is Nino. Now, Nino is a traditional healer, and people would come to him for muti. For example, someone wanted to be invincible. They wanted to be bulletproof, so that if they did something, against the law, and someone tried to kill them, the police, that they wouldn't get killed, which didn't work, obviously. Later, hundreds of people came forward saying that they had been given human flesh to eat from Nino. So enters Lungisani. Now, Lungisani was the brother of the person that Nino was renting a hut from, okay? And that's how they met. So Lungisani went to Nino because he wanted him to make a muti for him so that he would get good fortune. Now, this is where the information gets a bit weird, because it said that at first Nino asked just for human flesh, so from dead bodies. So I imagine that they just went to graves or morgues, got flesh, and brought it to him that he would make a muti from. It's very unclear, but it got to a point where Nino said, actually no, we need either a child or a woman, because the ancestors need to be appeased, and this is what is going to make them happy. Blood must be spilled. I'm not entirely sure how they came across the victim. She is a Zanele, and she was 25 at the time. After they killed her, they dismembered her body and only used parts of it for the muti to give Lungisani his fortune, which never happened. Now, Nino would go to say that Lungisani had kept him captive in his own home, forcing him to eat human flesh and to make the muti. In later articles, Nino said that he didn't eat any human flesh, but that he was just forced to take the body parts and make muti from it, and he didn't like it at all. Several men were arrested. One of them was completely acquitted of his crimes, and then another guy, a fourth guy, he ended up dying in prison later on. There's not that much information about these two men in particular, but it is said that the three that were still alive, even the one that was acquitted, they killed Sanele together. But again, there's not that much information on the murder itself. Lungisani and Mbata are going to be spending life imprisonment. But yeah, that's the cannibal crime. I know that there wasn't a lot of information and this wasn't like a big case, but this entire situation is strange to me. I mean, Nino was a healer and he was supposed to help people. His landlord's brother came to him and then asked him to make him a muti that would give him fortune. And he was like, sharp, okay, cool. You just need to do this, this, and this, and get this, this, and this. He got it for him. And then the person that was getting the muti from him ended up keeping him like a hostage in his own house, forcing him to eat human flesh. Which, just by the way, when Nino took the foot out of his bag, it is said that it was with the shoe first and it smelled horrendous. So that makes me think that this body was in late stages of decomposition. So that is most likely why he had to get out, because he was literally sitting in a room that had barely any ventilation. I mean, I'll post a picture of what the little hut looked like. And there's just a bucket of someone's intestines next to you and this decomposing body, and then you have to eat it, and it's just, I mean, you wouldn't even eat off meat, normal meat, if it smells a little bit funky. Now you're expected to eat a human that is busy decomposing, that isn't in a fridge, like right there by you. I hope that you enjoyed that though, and thank you for joining me today. May you have a lovely day, and see you next time. Bye! Bye!